to Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Michigan's offense will come out first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Washington. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Hauls it in. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a 1st down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, It's Underwood. That's caught. It's Haynes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Ball's in the deep ball. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Haynes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
Gonna swing it on second down. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Morgan. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Snagged in the middle. It's McCulley. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on first down from the 30. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Tight end now in motion. Makes the grab. It's Moore.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. The short hands. It's Moore. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
That is no good. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hole. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Second down coming up.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Using the quick game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw, and they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Looking for space. It's Haynes. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Underwood. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Motion from the wideout. off play action. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Firing deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
And it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, you get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's McCulley. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's going for it all. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And this offense has got it all working. Right, it's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Quickly complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Manning. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. At the 35, he's loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. They've got the screen set up. Makes a man miss. There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Picks up 6. 2nd down coming up.
The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marsh. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hand off from the shotgun. Shoots his way for more. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air, it's Manning. Quick strike complete. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. The give to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers and those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did he do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
2nd down coming up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Back to pass. It's Underwood. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Unloads quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. He'll field the punt and look for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They go to the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And Man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
At the 14-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the gun. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area, because of his speed and his size. He's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the middle. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Texas 17.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Michigan offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Morgan. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the Texas offense. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, better look out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
At the 28-yard line. Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man quickly. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's McCulley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And some room to work. Turning it on! They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass. This time on target. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll leave it with him. Oh, what a cut! Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Back to pass, it's Manning. throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off play action on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Off the play fake on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Look out, he's got room. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Morgan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Under 5. quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Underwood. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Man, what a missed opportunity for the field goal unit. You got a chance to put this game over the mark where they got to score a touchdown. A field goal's no good late in this football game. Now the tide has turned a little bit. Your defense is going to need to go out there and bail you out.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Rides the back on the option to give. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced.
It's a fumble on the play. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They'll send the tight end in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle. It's Morgan. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Haynes. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Fires to the big fella. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To the air on second down. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.